20 minutes after 10 p.m. last night when Oklahoma County Sheriff deputies attempted to stop a vehicle that was driving erratically. It was a suspected DUI driver. The driver continued to the 2700 block of Northwest 38th Street where it stopped. Oklahoma County called for the assistance of Oklahoma City Police. One of our officers arrived at that location, was there for a short period of time. It appears to be somewhere in the area, 15 to 20 minutes. Everything appeared to be handled on that call, so she got back into her scout car and was leaving that traffic stop. She had pulled into the intersection here behind me at Miller and began traveling northbound. At some point, she was approached by an individual from the west who opened fire into that officer's car. There were multiple rounds fired into the officer's car. The officer was struck multiple times. She was able to get out of her car and return fire. There were 3 individuals that were secured here at the scene when officers responded. They were found in the front yard of the residence, which was the driver of the vehicle, which was the person that was arrested for DUI. That's 2507 Northwest 38th Street. They were secured. At that point, we didn't know what their involvement was, whether or not they were involved parties, witnesses, or would have information that would help with the investigation. But they were secured in scout cars and ultimately taken down the homicide to be interviewed. As the investigation continued overnight here at the scene and more evidence was collected, this morning we served a search warrant on that residence based on probable cause that we had to believe that there was evidence within that residence. Ultimately, when that all was concluded, we had enough probable cause to arrest all 3 individuals for shooting with intent to kill on the police officer. That would be the 2 sons of the individual that was arrested for DUI and his wife. They're currently in the Oklahoma County Jail being booked on that charge. It's also important to know we don't mention the caliber or the type of weapon, but I will say that the weapon used was an assault rifle that was used in the attack on the officer, and again, it was multiple rounds fired into that car and multiple rounds that struck the officer.